So as I say, we have a day job and a night job. Our day job is running Klein Dytham Architecture. Our night job is PechaKucha Night. This is one of our buildings called Ginza Place in the heart of Tokyo. It's on the epicenter crossing in Ginza, and it's called Ginza Place. It's a mixed-use building, but on this incredibly important corner. And it sits opposite the Wako building, which was the first building built after the great earthquake of 1923. And as you can see, we've tried to keep the proportions lined through. And we have a 7th floor cafe that looks across out onto the Seiko clock, because this is where Seiko watches started back in the day. So we design a number of projects, all sorts of different things. Everything has a really strong idea. And this idea is around a wedding chapel and the notion of a wedding veil. When the groom picks up the bride's veil for the kiss, this amazing 11-ton perforated veil lifts up. It has 4,700 holes, each which gets an acrylic lens and makes this veil pattern. And it's a wedding factory, really. And the weekend, there could be 6 or 7 weddings a day taking place. And in the evening, they use it for jazz concerts and different things like that. 20 seconds is quite long, yeah? So we're quite well known for this bookstore in Tokyo. It's always on the top 10 things to see when you come to Tokyo. It's nearly 10 years old now, but it was really the start of the renaissance of bookstores, and it's called Daikanyama Tea Site. It's about 6,000 square meters, 60,000 square feet of bookstore. The key feature is Magazine Street that runs all the way through the 3 buildings. So when you find the magazines on cars, that's where the car books are. So this is really like the content spine that runs through. It's been super successful. It opens at 7 in the morning. It's open till 2 at night. All bookstores around the world should be like this. And we're going to show you a couple of recent projects which have not been published yet. So this is a new hotel that was due to open for the Olympics, but will be opening on the 15th of January. It's called Toggle Hotel, and it's a really urban hotel in the heart of Tokyo. And it's bounded on one side by an expressway, and on the other side by one of the major cross-Tokyo railway lines. As you can see there, you can see the expressway on the top right, and at the bottom, you can see the Chuo-sen running across, where we picked up the yellow for the facade. But we thought the building should really speak for itself and be a billboard for itself from the expressway and from the trains, because millions of people go past it each day. There are 85 rooms, there are 6 different types, and there are 8 color combinations. So every room is different, and you can choose online which color combination you like. And it's a really great hotel for train spotting and for truck spotting, because some of the windows look straight out onto the expressway or the railway lines. So going completely different, an hour and a half from Tokyo on the bullet train gets you into Tochigi Prefecture, this really beautiful area with volcanic mountains in the background. And this project is called Poku Poku, which means sticking up in Japanese. And it's a fairy tale clubhouse. It's in a part of an existing resort where there are 2 major buildings, and we've connected them with this new path that runs through the greenery. And then clearing in the forest, you find this clubhouse. The clubhouse is for kids, and there are many different activities within the building. This is where, if you go, so the Rizanare Hotel, which this is a part of, prides itself in family vacations. And this is where the kids lose themselves for 3 or 4 hours while you can have a romantic meal on your own. So, but yeah, this has just been finished, and we're really pleased with the outcome of this one, yeah. So yeah, on to our night job, PechaKucha Night. It started in Tokyo as a one-off event in our art space called Super Deluxe. And as I say, architects talk too much. They talk too much all around the world. And that's why it spread from a one-off event to over 1,250 cities around the world, including El Paso. But this year's been kind of different. And by the end of March, instead of having 100, 120 events a month around the world, we had 0. And yeah, kind of worrying. But by the 9th of April, we'd pivoted, gone online, and we started this campaign called Inspire the World, because there's so much creativity and positivity that comes out of this difficult moment. How are people solving the problems? And since then, we've held over 200 events online around the world. So we have a little bit of experience doing these events. But it's been really amazing, and El Paso's been a key part of that. So thank you so much for joining us. We've been developing this before the pandemic, but we're running PK Create, and we'd love you all to use it. Go across the website and find out. It's a simple way that anybody can make an online presentation, 20 slides, 20 images. You just upload, voice, and share. And it's perfect for business meetings, for Zoom calls, and it's even great for competitions. And this is the first competition we've run with the World Architectural Festival. And the theme was Isolation Transformed. We have over 250 entries, and we will announce the winners on the 3rd of December at the World Architecture Festival. And we've had some amazing judges. So Lord Norman Foster is one of the key judges, and Peter Exley too, who is president-elect of the AIA, and actually the person I first met at architectural school when I was 18 years old, and we've been best friends since. Peter also runs PechaKucha Night in Chicago. So, but really fantastic, and please look out for that. And we've also been running events with large organizations. This is with the Frank Lloyd Wright Conservancy, and we've run 2 amazing events with them talking about how to preserve the Frank Lloyd Wright buildings. Our first event had over 2,000 people online on a Zoom call, and we've just been a part of their annual Conservancy conference, which was great. And we couldn't be more happier to be hosting our first ever awards ceremony. And we're really pleased that we're holding it with you, Bill, Edgar, the whole team, and Wayne in El Paso. So thank you very much. That's our PechaKucha presentation.
Thank you.